Hello, I'm going to jump right into this because we have a full moon in Virgo tonight. And I'm going to use the Moonology diary to go over some things. And I'm just going to read from that for just a minute. So if you're not really aware of what the full moon means, I'm going to give some meanings on what tonight really will be doing for you. So the full moon in Virgo, the key energies of this moon are freedom, positive thinking, culmination, and order. So it's time to find a balance between dreams and reality, between fantasies and what it's going to take to get your life in order. This is a challenge. This is the challenge of the Virgo full moon, which takes place when the sun is in poetic Pisces and the moon is in organized Virgo. This creates a tug of war between the side of you that wants to stare into the stars all night and dream your way through the day, and the part that knows the I's must be dotted and the T's must be crossed. And I did pull a spread for the full moon as well, so I'm going to read that as soon as I get done with this. Finding a balance between these two parts of ourselves is important. Tap into the positive energies and harness the Mercury-Jupiter link that's taking place around the same time as the full moon. Mercury is about communication, and Jupiter is about looking on the bright side. Make a list of what you want to make space for in your life and then do your full moon practices. They are designed to help you let go of whatever is blocking you. We practice forgiveness because it releases karma and lightens our load. What this illumination means for you. To discover the energy of this full moon for you, find your star sign and rising sign. And then that kind of goes along with a whole other set of things that I'm not going to get into because it's a little bit too complex for this conversation. But I do want to go to the forgiveness and karma release formula because that's something I do want to go over. This formula is based on work of Catherine Ponder and is used with her kind permission. On the night of the full moon, read it out loud or silently under the glorious full moon, and you could always rewind this and play it. It's at 3 minutes when I'm reading this. Under the glorious full moon, I forgive everything, everyone, every experience, every memory of the past or present that needs forgiveness. I forgive positively everyone. I also forgive myself for past mistakes. The universe is love, and I'm forgiven and governed by love alone. Love is now adjusting my life. Realizing this, I abide in peace. I bring love and healing to my life. I've learned my lessons. I call my soul's fragments to be cleansed and to rejoin me. I send love to myself and everyone else. I'm healed. My life is healed, and so it be. So at 3 minutes on this tape or video, you can do that tonight whenever you do your full moon ritual. And also what you need to do tonight too is to make a full moon forgiveness list. As Virgo is the sign you can rely on, whenever you have Virgo in your chart, and we all have it somewhere, make like a Virgo and pay proper attention. Be fully present to your forgiveness list. Think what life would be like if your heart were free of the upsets you're forgiving this month. And just write a list of everything that you would like to forgive. And then whenever you get done with that, you can flush it down the toilet if that's the way that you need to do it, or you can burn it outside and just release it into the outside, whichever is most comfortable for you. But please be careful whichever way you do it. No one wants to be harmed in doing that, so I don't want anyone to get harmed in doing any of those things. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into the full moon reading. So I did the full moon 3-card spread for the collective today because it is a full moon, and full moons, all the moon cycles mean a lot to me. So that's why I did this today for you guys. I usually don't read on Saturday, but I did want to do this because it's important. So the full moon 3-card spread is card 1. What is falling away, and what do I need to forgive? And it came out as look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So I'm going to go to that card, full moon in Sagittarius, and pull up the meaning of that and read that real quick for you. 84. So this is what is falling away for the full moon, and what do you need to forgive? Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minute can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you see? What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought that you can have about it? Now's the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card also is a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what is for the best. The universe could surprise you. When you attune to the moon, take time out for a mini break or adventure. Some additional meanings for this card is the situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Have you shown that you care? If not, now's the time. Find balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. And the teaching of this card is the full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus details. No matter when you draw this card, it's encouraging you to look at the bigger picture. And so that is what is falling away and what you needed to forgive. So the second card that presents is what is illuminated during this full moon and what it's showing you. And it's don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So let's go to full moon in Leo. And my little dog is gonna, I guess, apparently cry through this. Sorry, I apologize. He wants the attention, apparently. Okay, so full moon in Leo is don't let pride get in your way. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo is an energy all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that is developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to the dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find the balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships. When you attune to the moon, be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional meanings for this card is self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. The teachings of this card is when the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of the illumination, of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your network. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. So it's a time to release pride. So that was your card number 2. What is illuminated in the full moon showing you? So that definitely could be showing you that it's a time for you to release your pride. And card number 3, what comes next for you? So what do you need to release? And tonight is the time to release things. So the waning moon is what do you need to release? So let's find the waning moon. And we'll go to that, and I'll read you that real quick. And that's right here. What do you need to release? And that's one right here. All right, what do you need to release? Waning moon. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a solution or that a situation has peaked for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's an autumn and a winter of cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be generally suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. So when you attune to the moon, it's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings for this card: move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not a time to start new projects. Release emotional baggage. It is recommended now. You can also say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. The teaching of this card is at the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up at the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It is the time when things are falling away. It is certainly not the time to cling on to anything or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase. So hunker down and start the regeneration process. So that was the reading today and the suggestions for what you need to do tonight for the new moon. So card 1 was what was falling away. Card 2 is what is illuminated during this full moon. And card 3 is what's coming next. So I hope you enjoyed your full moon reading and the reading out of the Moonology deck. And if you want to go back to the Moonology deck at 3 minutes and go back to what you can say at the illumination cycle when you do your release tonight, you can definitely do that at 3 minutes. And this is a pretty short video, but it had a lot of information. So I hope that you enjoyed the cards that you got and the information that was provided. So if you like this, hit a thumbs up and let me know that you did like this, and then I'll try to remember to do the different moon cycles with you and read out of the book so that you'll know what's going on. Okay, thank you. You have a great day. This stopped at 14 minutes.